We can't even trust them on, obviously, forget their reporting on coronavirus. They've been wrong from the very beginning. But now, even when they talk about their own personal experience with coronavirus, we saw this with NBC News, a reporter describing his personal experience. Even that we can't trust. NBC News. Just when you think they can't lose any more credibility, just when you think they're down to zero credibility, they somehow, they go into the red. They go into the negative on the credibility column. An NBC News reporter, the science contributor and virologist Joseph Fair, went on TV to describe his personal experience with coronavirus, said it was the worst he ever felt. Listen to his harrowing tales of the virus.
Dr. Fair, let me start with you because I would like you to share a little bit about your recovery from COVID-19. What should Americans take away from your experience?
Well, first of all, I did not have any underlying conditions, and, I'm not like a triathlete or anything like that, but I was generally very healthy, could run, exercise probably 4 or 5 times a week. That being said, I did not expect if I got COVID-19 that I would get that ill, because I don't have any of those underlying conditions. I'm 42 years old. So you wouldn't think clinically that I would be one of those people that would get so very ill. I can say that 7 to 8 days prior to me hospitalizing myself when I was doing the self-treatment, that was the worst I've ever felt. I probably spent 23 out of 24 hours in bed. And then obviously I developed the secondary pneumonia at the end, and so the struggle in breathing and everything else. So I was shocked at how severe my illness got, without having those underlying conditions that we've discussed so many times.
I'm pretty shocked too. I'm pretty shocked to hear that 23 out of 24 hours in bed. That's not what seems to be shown from the data, what's going on around the world, certainly around the country, certainly for younger men. Gosh, that's really scary to me. And the doctor here, the scientific contributor, the virologist, has some advice, encouragement. You young people, you better take this virus seriously.
So what I would take from that is, everyone that's younger, everyone that is going out without mask now and being very cavalier with that and ignoring this kind of ongoing pandemic. And, we use the analogy "and the band played on" with HIV and its response in the early days. Yeah. That's really the analogy we should be using with coronavirus right now to a much greater extent. And so those people that are young and think they're invincible, or people that just don't think it's going to affect them that greatly, even if they do get it, I can say that my own experience was the complete opposite to that. It really, I can't say that I had a brush with death, but it was enough to put me in the ICU for 4 days and in the hospital for 6 days.
Can't say it's a brush with death, but it's pretty close, huh? ICU for 4 days, sleeping 23 out of 24 hours. I mean, I know that the data, have contradicted all the scaremongering from the mainstream media, and I know that all the experts and the media and the politicians have gotten everything wrong. But surely you can't dispute this man's personal, harrowing experience. It's scary, right? It's crazy, right? Well, the craziest part is he never had coronavirus. That guy tested negative for coronavirus. And that guy tested negative for the antibodies for coronavirus. He never had it. It's just completely, 100% fake news. That video, that testimony, scandalized even me. And I have no respect for the media, and I don't believe a word that they say. The mainstream media, the networks and the New York Times and the legacy newspapers. I don't believe a word they say. And even I was shocked with how brazenly dishonest that report was. He didn't have it. He had something bad, I guess. It sounds pretty bad. But it wasn't the virus. And this is what we are basing our public policy on. This is what we're basing the lockdown on. This is how the media work you. Because anybody listening to that, I don't care, you're the most hardened skeptic of the lockdowns, you are as conservative as they get. You hear that, you say, gosh, I don't want that virus. But it's fake news. This video is sponsored by BlinkSale, the revolutionary invoicing software for contractors and small businesses. Spend less time billing and more time making bank with BlinkSale. Get a free trial at the link in the video description.